Hey, so here we are with another Q&A. I had a call because of, because of the Supreme Court decision, which was great. Congratulations to anybody that is able to actually get married because I'm still looking for someone. Okay, but, I got a lot of questions, and I'm really glad that this is becoming a thing, and that people actually have things that they want to ask, and not just dumb, dumb everyday stuff is fun too. Okay, never mind. Okay, so let's get down to the questions. Senpai, I think that's how you pronounce it, but there's an X replaced with the A. When was the first time that you felt an attraction to men? I felt an attraction to men when, I think to some degree I always felt it. Like, I would be walking down, like, the CVS or in Target, and I would see, like, really hot guys on like, those really gross romantic, those gross romantic books that they would be selling with the girl swooning over like a hot shirtless guy. But I actually knew when it was sophomore year in high school, and there was a really cute guy that sat next to me, and I couldn't stop thinking about him. And so, like, it's funny, like, it was a very like analytical and intellectual thing where I was just like, oh dear, this must be what it's like to feel in love. Oh, so I actually do like guys. Well, I kind of knew that. That's basically what my mind process was. So, yeah. Now Joshua asks, "Have you ever been in love?" Yes, I've been in love many times. I would say that I fall in love about 2 or 3 times a day. It might just be less, though, actually. But, did you intentionally ask this question to make it sound like the Celine Dion song, "Have you ever been in love?" Because that's kind of what I thought of the first time I saw this question. I was like, have you ever been in love? Hopefully I don't get copywritten attacked for that. But, yes, I've been in love many times. Times when they worked out, though, is very, very few. How happy did you feel about the decision about to allow same-sex marriage in the entire U.S.? Happy? Like, on a scale to 1 to 10, I would definitely say 10. Like, it was a great day. It was really fun. Excuse me, just talking about it at work and stuff, and because work is a very progressive place, which is nice. And but at the same time, though, like, I immediately knew that like that Friday it would just be another excuse for straight people to get hammered, like Pride right now. And also it would be an opportunity for a lot of Americans to be very proud of themselves about how progressive the country is, even though there are plenty of countries that have had it for a while, like Canada. Yeah. Plus, I find it so interesting that a lot of my friends, they've been telling me that they've unfriended a lot of people that they know because they are not happy with the decision. I don't think I've had to do that before, but yeah. Apparently it's a thing. Twisting Allegories asks, you like Madoka? Oh my goodness, that makes me so happy. No, of course I love Madoka. Madoka's fucking amazing. I think I mentioned Madoka once when I was talking about the first episode of Sailor Moon Crystal. That video didn't do that well. I think the people that did watch it were pissed that I didn't like the first episode. I'm still watching it, But yes, Madoka is an amazing anime. I don't care what anybody says about it, and I can understand why people might call it misogynistic, but at the same time, like, it is like very much attacking the fluffy mahou shoujo tropes. What's your favorite thing about the LGBTQ plus community? That's a really tough question. Because it's not like I've known any other community that I've been, like, so deeply a part of, minus being Asian, but, like, sexuality and race, I don't want to compare to, like, those types of groups as apples and oranges, you know? I think I would say that my favorite thing would be the sense of humor, because being disenfranchised in many ways and forms in this country, or just, like, you know, in your home, in your country, being disenfranchised in your country, it will lead to you having very, very sharp, witty, and sardonic humor, which I very much enjoy. Yeah, like, I remember, like, hanging out with the drag queen for the first time, and it was so much fun. Like, she really knew, like, how to, like, shoot the shit with me. Yeah. So I would say the sense of humor. What do you think is an issue in the LGBT community that doesn't get a lot of coverage? I mean, a lot of stuff. I mean, there's still a lack of trans representation, even though it is getting better. There's no depiction of pansexual or asexual, and if it is, then it's, I think it's usually, like, made fun of. But within the community itself, I've talked about this before. I think that there is a lot of racism and sexism, surprisingly, and homophobia within the community itself. You know, like how a lot of gay magazines, they'll show a very specific type of member of the LGBT community, and by that I mean a white, muscular, traditionally masculine looking guy. Sometimes they might even be straight. I'm talking, and, you know, like Out Magazine. There's a lot of straight guys that make it on the cover, and I'm just like, I mean, that's great that you're an ally, but at the same time, like, we don't need more romanticization of the straight male, because it's kind of feeding into the whole idea of, like, oh, like, femmes are bad and masculine men are good. I mean, like, you see it on gay dating apps. If you ask any gay guy, like, there's so many more people asking for masculine than feminine dudes, and like, just the use of the term itself is extremely problematic in that, like, but what does that mean? Because I'm pretty sure my definition, like, how I see masculinity and femininity, is very different from how you see it. You know, just the idea of holding a non-hetero like, dating scene to the standard of heteronormativity, it just seems very problematic. Yeah. I don't know if that made any sense, but please let me know if it did. And if it didn't, I will elaborate. Also in the LGBT community, it's usually only white people. Usually only white people, and sometimes black people. Never Asians, never Hispanics, never Native American, never Southeast Asians. It's so racial diversity as well. As a gay person, would you ever date a bisexual or only a full gay person? I mean, I don't think, is anybody actually ever fully gay? We're all bisexual on some degree. It's just that I'm not bisexual enough to actually want to experiment with a woman. but yes, I would totally date a bisexual guy. I've had crushes on bisexual men on bisexual men before. I really don't think that it should matter. I mean, okay, before I did have a problem with this because it was that whole mentality of like that they're basically eyeing the entire world as opposed to half of the population, which is a bunch more people. But like, if they like you, and like, they will look at, if they actually like you, then they won't look at anybody else, so. Oh, really? It's the whole love is love argument. Yeah. _Alex asks, how do you come out? Oh, wait, did I not put the names? Okay, sorry. So, Double Fantasy asks about the issues in the LGBT community that doesn't get coverage. Ashley Golden asks about whether or not I would date a bisexual, and Adventure_Alex is asking, how do you come out to Christian parents? I unfortunately don't think I'm in the best place to answer that question because my parents are not Christian. And like, if you're talking about like very traditional Christian parents that would never accept or would just have an extremely difficult time accepting someone that is not like heteronormative in terms of gender or sexuality, there's not really a good way to come out to them, you know. It's like they're like, you're gonna relay the information to them in some way, shape, or form, and it's gonna be the same information. Like, I remember saying before, and what I think in my last Q&A, that like, you don't necessarily have to come out to them. Like, if they're providing a toxic environment where you don't feel safe for coming out, then you don't have, then nobody's like obligating you to do that. Like, after you become independent, and when you're of age to be independent, you don't have to see them again, and like, you can come out to them, and if they don't accept you, then you don't have to surround yourself with them anymore. Yeah. Sorry, that's the best answer I have because I don't have a lot of experience with that, so I don't want to act like I do. _I love your music too. Goddamn, got to love anime. Yes to that. Yep, that's all the questions we have. If this was really long-winded, I'm really sorry. Yeah, almost 13 minutes. Yep, pretty long-winded. But thank you so much for your question. Happy Pride, even though Pride Month is coming to a close. But, yeah, if you have any more questions, and if you wanted me to elaborate on an answer or something, and also, like, you guys seem very receptive towards LGBTQIA content. And so if you want me to make more of those kinds of videos, I can. But I'm gonna need suggestions, because I don't want to just start randomly making shit. Because like, the videos that actually like do decently on this channel are Q&A, because people will like will actually be interested in that. And like, the other videos that I do without asking for feedback from you guys usually aren't watched. So yeah. Yeah, that's it. Cool. Bye, guys.